If only we can get more men that think this way. I found this video on TikTok. He sounds like a Nigerian, and I think he's a Nigerian man. And saying these things from his mouth, I'm shocked. So let's watch this video to the end, and I'll come back and talk about it.
So I was on live yesterday talking about the 15-year-old girl that was stabbed to death by a boy who had asked for her number or had proposed his advances. You know the story. And I was talking about how women are not safe in a society which they contribute so much to. And then there was this random fellow on the live talking about how I and so many other people who are talking about this situation are trying to bring up a fight where it is men versus women. And I found it so interesting because I was on live talking about a 15-year-old child that was stabbed to death for saying no to a boy. And the first thing that came to your mind was, oh, he's trying to make women fight men. And I find it so scary that so many men's first reaction to this situation is not so different from what that person was saying on my life. Because so many men on Twitter heard about this issue. And the first thing that they opened their mouth to say was, oh, but why didn't the girl just give the guy her number? Like, men have such a hard time accepting rejection. So you heard that story, and the first thing as a man that you opted for was victim blaming and gaslighting. It got to the point where women had to still point out, even though they shouldn't have to, that what about if this happened to someone that you are related to? And we also had men under that tweet saying, oh, but it can never happen to the women in our lives. You think you can gaslight us like that? It's so regressive when women come out to talk about the violence that they face in the hands of men in society. And the first thing you want to do is tell them that what they are doing is overreacting or not acting right in that situation. You, a man who does not want to hold another man accountable for what he did. Because let's backtrack a few weeks ago when a lady was hit in the face with a brick. The first thing they could ask was, what did she do for her to be hit in the face with a brick? All tried to refute the credibility of that story. So let's take it even further back. When a lady went on a vacation with her boyfriend and he killed her, he literally murdered her. Men still came out to talk about how this is why you should not follow fraudsters, this is why you should not have big eyes and be looking out for money because you don't know who wants to kill you or use you, and women always pick the wrong men. And it's so interesting because men know how dangerous men are. Because if men did not know how dangerous men are, men would not have come out to say, we can't protect you when other men attack you because men are dangerous. So men are dangerous. So if we live in a world where men cannot hold other men accountable because men are also scared of men, who are we to tell women to not be scared of men? I mean, make it make sense. And then women came out to talk about how when podcasts like the ones that Andrew Tate has, or the other people that I don't remember their names because I block the moment you say some stupid shit about women came out to say the existence of content like this on the internet is dangerous, and y'all keep supporting, y'all keep engaging with it, pushing it, supporting, to the point where the moral degradation and the thirst for violence has gotten so deep that it has gotten to our children, to the point where a 15-year-old child has already in his house thought that when this girl tells me no after I ask for her number, I'll tell her I like her, I'm going to stab her to death. That is a child. People are saying these kinds of content that tell men to be violent towards women exist, and children have access to the internet, and some way somehow they will find access to this content, and this content will make them think it is okay for them to think that way. But men want to uphold a system that is not only oppressing women but is also oppressing them. Many times before I have come out on my TikTok to talk about the fact that the reason why I talk so much against misogyny is because all our problems are linked. But you people don't see that. As a man, you cannot open your mouth and express your feelings to other men in the society without being shamed. Why? Because how you go dey cry when you be man? You don't even have the freedom to express yourself in a system that you keep trying to uphold. Men speak about the violence and the killings that they face in the hands of men, and then they tell you that is misogyny, because it is. You open your mouth to say, how is that misogyny? Well, it is misogyny because if you think that a woman cannot reject you or reject your advances, then you do not see her as a human being. You see her as property that you are trying to claim. Are no different from colonialists, from slave owners, all these people. All these people used oppressive systems to get what they wanted from other people, to exploit other races, other people. And that is exactly what you men want to do to women. You feel there is no way for you to feel like a man if you do not have power over women. So many of you will claim to like women but do not want to talk about the issues that women face. And I feel so sad, but the truth is, no matter the discourse that comes out concerning this same conversation over and over again, until men start holding other men accountable, it's not going to work. We are not seeing any change anytime soon. Because instead of finding solution, a lot of you have come out to try to give excuses for why men act the way they do. So many of you have come out to say, oh, it's because a lot of these men that are violent had absent fathers. So what happened to men that are not violent, that had absent fathers? You all have come out to say, oh, it's the childhood trauma that men face growing up. That's why they are so violent. You are what? Pushing 30 and you are still opening your mouth to proudly say you cannot handle rejection. Words. You can't handle words. Not that somebody pushed your face and said, no, I don't want your advances. They told you, thank you, I do not want that shit. Thank you very much. And you're opening your mouth to say, you know, men can't handle rejection. And this is the society that you want women to live in and not complain about. And you know what's so interesting? They will not watch this video to the end. Those same men will not watch this video to the end. Instead, they will be camped up in my comment section calling me words like woman rapper, or you're queer, or you're this. But the truth is, you men that claim to be attracted to women hate women. Until you sit down to start unpacking a lot of the ideologies that you have been taught as a man in this society, nothing is going to change. And let me tell you that violence that you keep trying to rally up for is going to attack you, is going to touch you, or is going to sting you where you do not even know it is going to sting. And I hope the day it happens, you would not come on the internet trying to find sympathy, because there will be none to give.
Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Maria David, and I'm back again with another interesting topic. So as when you posted this video, there was no stitch. I'm sorry, there's no stitch for this video, but let me know your thoughts about this down in the comment section. For me, it is getting annoying to see when I see some posts and you can see clearly that this is a man's fault, but they always put the society up. Like when I saw a Nigerian guy say something like this, I was shocked, because hardly see most, like 90% of where I am, I'm in Nigeria, if you guys don't know, 90% of where I am, most men just believe that women are at fault for everything. Like when you go and tell, in fact, if I come now and tell you that I was raped by my father, they will tell you, it's because you used to wear skimpy skirts in the house. It's because you don't cover your body well. It's because you do this. They will look for something to blame the girl, for a man's bad behavior. They will look for something to blame the person. Is it marital issue? They will always blame the women. Violence, killing. Okay, let's assume I went out now and something happened, they'll blame me. Why did you go out? Why did you go out without bodyguard? Why did you tell a man no? At least you have given him your number now, so that you just go like that. Like, when will all this end? Like, sometimes I guess if you look, and it's true. I don't know if you guys have heard the story of the lady, the secondary school girl that got stabbed. I always say secondary school. The high school girl, she's in the UK, that got stabbed. If you have not heard the story, let me know. Maybe I can post the story. I will post the video for you all to watch, if YouTube allows me. She got stabbed. A young guy stabbed her because she refused to go on a date with him. She was about to enter a school bus or something, and he stabbed her like that. He had a knife in his hand, ready for rejection. Like, if she doesn't say yes, I'm gonna unalive her. And that was what he did. Like, he just did it without thinking, because at the end of the day, he's seen this thing. He's a young boy. He's a very young boy. It's not like he's an adult or someone that has been growing this hatred for years. This one is seeing, he's been probably has seen his father or his brother, his uncle, or even on the internet, seeing how things are just normal, the way men just get past a lot of things. They get past, when they do bad things, when they do horrible things, it's easier for them to just let it go compared to women. So he just did it because at the end of the day, why did she say no? At least she would have collected the flowers and she would have just accepted. And shakara was too much. They'll tell you that you are doing too much shakara. That is why this man did this to you. This man was doing this to you. Like, it's so annoying. Like the other video that I posted of recent, this man following a woman wants to enter a car. She clearly said no. Like, she clearly said no, but he doesn't want to take no for an answer. I will get you. Like, what is going on? Sometimes I just see these videos, I'm like, really. Anyways, let me know your thoughts about this down in the comment section. Thank you so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all of that good stuff. And of course, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.